Could you ask your sister to give me back the money she took? I know she got into my wallet again.
Want to stop blaming Stacy for everything? Maybe you should be more careful with your own money. You've been like this ever since we got married. You can never keep track of anything.
I can be forgetful at times, but that isn't the case this time. Who else would have taken it? I wouldn't be surprised if she already spent it, though.
Well, that sucks. Is there any purpose in pursuing this if the money is already gone?
You let Stacy get away with anything. You need to hold her accountable from time to time, or she will never learn.
Nah, you're just too hard on her. You guys are family now. Give her a break from time to time. Besides, it was like $100. Does it really matter?
This happens all the time. And if it was $100, I wouldn't have even mentioned it to you. I just went to the bank and took out $1,000.
That's all. Just let her have it. Stop being such a cheapskate.
What do you mean that's all? That's a lot of money. It was meant for your parents regardless. We need to pay for your parents' care. Are you really okay if they don't get services this week?
Why are you leaving that sort of thing in your wallet? You should have put it in a marked envelope or something.
Now it's my fault? I didn't have time to put it somewhere else. But they need the money. We don't really have money to spare right now. The nurse wants us to start equipping their house with more support equipment in their bathrooms, stairways, etc.
Then maybe don't leave it in your wallet. You're just asking for it to be stolen.
That's so stupid. A wallet is where normal people put their money. Would you just talk to her already?
Why me? This is a problem you started.
This is the Stacy problem, and she doesn't listen to anything I say.
Too bad. It sounds like you used my dad's card to get money out anyways, so it wasn't yours to begin with. I don't see an issue with his own daughter taking it for some extra spending money.
The money was taken out with a specific purpose in mind.
That's just the cost of being a parent.
Is it? She's way too old to be doing this sort of crap.
Maybe she really needed it. You have no idea why she took it.
Look at her Instagram. She just uploaded several stories of her blowing the money at a club with her friends.
Sometimes you gotta blow off some steam.
This really isn't funny. Your parents were nice enough to let us stay with them. At the very least, we should be helping them out where we can.
Stacy works hard every day at her job, so you can help them out. You have nothing better to do all day.
She works part-time. Max 8 hours a week. I'm not sure I'd call that working hard.
Work is work. No one enjoys it, no matter how long it is. Why not just explain what happened to my parents? I'm sure they won't care.
Why would they not care? They just lost $1,000.
What's your solution then? Are you going to get a job and cover the loss?
Why is this my problem to fix? Stacy should be the one to cover it.
How is it her fault? You left money unattended for anyone to take. You can't blame her for being opportunistic.
You really think she did nothing wrong? You think it's perfectly normal to grab a stack of cash from someone else's wallet without asking?
None of this would have happened had you done a better job of keeping track of the money in the first place.
The person at fault is the one who took the money.
I don't care. I really don't. Fix this on your own. Don't expect even a penny from me.
You're ridiculous. Your own parents are the ones being affected by this. And yet you're going to take your sister's side? Knowing that she took the money just to blow it clubbing.
I'm sure you've obtained quite the well-rounded worldview staying at home all day. Please tell me more about how the world works.
Is that all you can say? If a person doesn't have a job, they have no value in your eyes? What happened to you? You used to treat me so much better.
You done playing victim? Because it's getting old. I'm trying to get some work done over here. You're making it difficult.
Honestly, I've been having a hard time lately. I feel like every day has been a struggle. My body just hasn't been the same.
You're not done. On top of everything else, you're going to create a fake illness.
I'm serious. I've been getting frequent migraines and the fatigue and dizziness afterwards has been unbearable. I really think I should go to the hospital. Would you please take me when you get off? I just need to get checked up and rest a bit. For the time being, would you mind helping me out with your parents?
Me? I'm tired after a long day of work. I don't have the energy to be lugging you around town or caring for those two. You have training as a nurse. Just figure it out on your own. You'll be fine.
How can I do that? I don't know what's wrong with me in the first place.
So you want to throw away my hard-earned money going to the hospital? Man, it must be nice to be you. You get to stay home all day spending someone else's money.
I have my own saved up from before. I don't spend your money. Why would I? Anytime I need anything, you make me feel like such a burden. Besides, I'd switch places with you in a heartbeat. Spending all day caring for your parents and managing the house is exhausting.
You wouldn't last a day in my shoes. Tidying up a house and preparing a couple meals can't take more than a few hours. You've got some nerve thinking you can do what I do. If a few hours of work wears you out that badly, can you imagine how hard it is for me?
Ever since I quit my job to help your parents, I've had no time to do anything else. I haven't seen my friends in God knows how long, let alone have the chance to get out and go to the gym. I've seriously been trying my best.
You poor baby. Not being able to see your friends or go to the gym. Maybe if you brought something to the table, you'd have more time to do things you wanted. Why the hell should my hard-earned money go towards you having fun?
I'd be much happier having a job. However, your parents need someone to watch after them. You're the one that asked me to quit in the first place. I'm doing this for you.
Your whining is getting real old real quick. Whether I asked you or not, you are what you are. The reality of the situation is that you are no more than a common housewife. You should just keep your mouth shut and listen to your betters. Now stop messaging me. You've set me back enough already.
My name's Sharon. I'm 34 years old. Not that long ago, I was employed as a nurse at a local hospital. That all changed when my father-in-law took a tumble down the stairs. He did some serious damage to himself and can't walk anymore unassisted. His wife wasn't fit to take care of him either. She had all sorts of issues with her hips that prevented her from supporting him. So, unfortunately, someone was going to need to watch after them. Rather than send them to an assisted living facility, we decided it would be best for us to move in and I would use my nursing experience to take care of him. George used to be a loving and supportive husband back when we both worked. Not anymore. Ever since we moved in with his folks, he's become a completely different person. It's been 3 years now. This entire time, George has done nothing to help out with his parents. Rather, him and his sister treat me like their personal maid. They boss me around and throw insults in my face. George will bend over backwards to defend Stacy, even though she barely works and just leeches off her own parents' kindness. It goes without saying, Stacy doesn't help out around the house either. It doesn't help that she steals from her parents all the time. And now she's starting to steal from me, too. I can't count the number of times I've thought about getting a divorce and moving away from this toxic family. It's just, his parents are honestly really good people. I know if we separate, they will be abandoned by the 2 kids. It feels like a dumb reason to stay together. But for whatever reason, I feel strongly about it. I just can't leave them to die. It didn't take long for my husband and his sister to get themselves in real trouble. Trouble that wouldn't be easily forgiven.
Nothing beats a good massage. All the stress I've been building up is just melting away.
Huh? You're getting a massage right now?
Stacy and I are having ourselves a little spa getaway for the weekend.
Where did you get the money for that? You said we were on a tight budget.
About that. I should thank you. This trip was paid for courtesy of you and my folks.
You guys stole from your parents again? And my missing bag and jewelry? You took them and sold them?
You aren't as stupid as I thought.
What the hell are you guys thinking? We thought a thief broke in. We filed a police report and everything.
Close call. I'm glad I texted you. You can clear everything up with the police for us.
Quit this childish behavior. Give me my stuff back and your parents their money back now.
Can't do that. I already spent it all. Bummer.
Why are you acting this way? You know that money was for your dad's care. Does that not bother you?
My parents are well off. A few grand missing here and there isn't going to break the bank.
You're missing the point. You're in your 30s. You're way too old to be doing this sort of thing. Aren't you embarrassed to be stealing mommy and daddy's money?
Not at all.
And you call yourself a man. What about my stuff? We aren't loaded. Losing that stuff is significant.
We'll be okay. I sold it.
Why are you selling my stuff without asking? Who does that?
I barely see you use them anymore. I figured if you aren't using it, you wouldn't mind if it was gone.
They're my things. Whether I want to keep it is up to me.
What do you want me to say? I sold them already. It's time for you to move on.
That's not how any of this works. I will not just move on.
Jesus, you are so annoying.
Screw you. You created this situation. Man up and deal with it. I had all sorts of irreplaceable things inside of that bag. I had gifts from my friends and family. Inside was the last thing my grandma gave me before she passed away.
I didn't realize any of that was in there. I just figured I'd be able to get a good price for it since it was a brand name. I guess these bags don't retain their value very well. I barely got anything for it. Are you sure it wasn't a knockoff?
It wasn't a knockoff. Are you just going to completely ignore my stuff being lost?
You'll be fine without it.
Why are you acting like this? Go contact the person you sold them to and get them back right now.
I'm out of town on vacation. I'm not ending my trip early to get some cheap mementos that have no monetary value.
Figure something out. Call them now and tell them you want to buy it back. When did you even sell them?
Right before we left for the trip. As we were leaving, Stacy mentioned how we don't have much spending money. I told her I had a good idea on how to remedy that problem.
You're such a scumbag.
Relax, would you? It's just a bag. Besides, you use my money every day without permission to buy meals, etc. Think of this as your way of paying me back.
The two things aren't remotely similar. You sold things that have emotional value that can never be replaced.
So, you shouldn't have had the bag in the first place. Why does a housewife need a fancy purse? You don't.
You've gone too far. The only reason I'm a housewife is because you begged me to be one. Did you forget? I'd much rather work than be cramped up in this house all day.
I doubt it. It's easy for you to say, but as soon as you got a job again, you'd be miserable and beg to go back to your life as a housewife.
Believe me, that isn't the case. Anyhow, if you have the free time to be going on vacation, why don't you help me around the house with your parents?
I work. Work makes me tired. Fatigue goes away on vacation. Was that simple enough for you to understand? Why should I help anyways? Do your job.
I do help them all the time, but I'm the only one. You and your sister do absolutely nothing to help your own parents. I'm tired of it.
Here you go again. I was wondering how long it would take for you to pull out your victim card.
Is everything a joke to you?
Your constant hysteria is really getting old.
I wouldn't describe this as being hysterical.
What else would it be? I've been reading your text to Stacy and she's dying on the floor laughing. She agrees too.
Oh, if Stacy said so, it must be true. There you go again, mentioning your sister.
What do you mean by that?
That's just how you are. You view your sister as your greatest ally and me as your enemy.
Of course I do. You're a terrible human being.
Why is that? What have I done other than help you?
You try bossing my sister around into helping around the house. She doesn't want to help with my parents or the housework.
I've asked her to help in the past, yeah. That makes me a terrible human being?
Yeah, it does. A housewife should know her place. Stacy has a real job with real responsibilities. Quit being so naive.
Her job again? I guess I shouldn't expect anything other than your idiotic catchphrase.
Huh? You're talking back to me? Keep it up and see what happens. I'll divorce you in an instant. You better be on your best behavior. You really pissed me off this time.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
I don't want to hear from you anymore while I'm on vacation. The point of this trip was to get a break from work and you. Don't reach out again. Hey, where the hell are you? The house is completely empty.
Where do you think?
If I knew, I wouldn't be asking. Get back to the house now.
I'll pass. I filed for a divorce already, by the way. You're on your own now, bud.
Huh? You did what? More importantly, where are my parents? What have you done with them?
Your parents are resting easy at an assisted living facility. You don't have to worry about them.
What? You never mentioned anything like that to me.
Yeah, I didn't tell you.
Why do you think you can make these decisions on your own without consulting me? Are you just trying to get out of your job?
I didn't make this decision. Your parents wanted this to happen. Honestly, they hadn't mentioned anything to me until recently either.
Quit lying. I know what really happened. You got tired of taking care of them all on your own, so you forced them to move into an assisted living home.
Nah, you're wrong. I would never do that. You might, but not me.
I wouldn't put it past you, especially after your incessant complaining about having to care for them. You have plenty of motivation to do it.
Quit trying to paint me as some sort of criminal.
Who else could have done it? Where are they now? Tell me.
Not a chance. They made me swear to never tell you where they moved to.
Quit lying! Where are they? How did you even get them out of the house in the first place? My dad can hardly walk as is. And it's not like you have any money to spend on a moving company.
God, you're so annoying. Shut up! Your dad wanted this. I had nothing to do with it. That's all there is to it.
Why would he want this?
Maybe he got tired of his own children stealing from him? Or perhaps their unwillingness to assist them in any way? What do you think?
Why would he care about that sort of thing? Regardless, he's had you to care for him. He doesn't need us. Did you force his hand?
I didn't do anything of the sort. I did nothing more than he asked me to. If anyone forced his hand, it was you two.
I still don't see why he was upset. He had his own personal nurse.
He was tired of you guys treating me like your personal maid. He apologized on your behalf countless times. As for your sister, the only time she'd interact with your dad was when she wanted money. If he refused, she'd just steal from him anyways.
Stacy's job doesn't pay enough. She can't get by on what she makes. Naturally, she's going to need some extra help.
Your sister is 29 years old. She's old enough to find a job that can properly support her. I can't imagine how frustrating it must be for your parents to put up with children like you two.
They would never say anything like that. For now, just get back here right away.
I'm not doing that. You crossed a line. I can't forgive you for selling my things and causing me to lose my mementos from my grandma.
How are you still mad about that? You should have taken better care of it if it was that important to you. A safe deposit box would have been a better place for it.
There might be some truth there. In that house, if something isn't locked away in a bank, there's a good chance it'll get stolen and sold off. Especially when there's two thieves on the prowl.
Thieves? Are you trash-talking me and Stacy?
Who else?
How dare you? Calling your husband and your sister-in-law thieves? We're family. What's yours is mine. What's wrong with that?
Regardless of whether or not we are family, taking someone's things and selling them is a crime.
Would you give it a rest already? No one is going to take you seriously. You're a housewife. Stop acting all high and mighty.
I wonder how many times I've had to hear that same line. At least several times a day, every day for the last few years.
And I'll keep saying it until it registers with you. All you have to do is keep your mouth shut and obey what I say. You had one job and you can't even do that right. Your incompetence led my parents to leaving the house.
What about you? You've never once tried to help your own parents in their greatest time of need.
Why should I? Stop trying to force your job on me.
They are your parents! I feel so sorry for them, having such pathetic children. They apologized to me with tears in their eyes the other day. They were so embarrassed. With them out of the house, I can finally move forward with their plan.
Their plan? What are you talking about?
Your parents had kept everything a secret from me, including searching for an assisted living property. Once they decided on a place to live, they started the process of getting their stuff moved out. They knew the only reason I was sticking around was for their benefit. They gave me an out.
No way. You serious?
You going on vacation was never part of their plan. I must say, the timing was impeccable. Thanks to that, we were able to take our time getting things out of the house.
Hold up. We should talk about this in person.
About what? The details of the divorce?
You are being serious? You're actually going through with that?
Of course I am. Who would want to be married to you? I even got your father's blessing. He told me that he would support me in whatever decision I made.
I can't believe this. We should discuss this. What's your plan if we get divorced? You don't have an income. How are you going to support yourself?
You don't have to worry about that. There's always a demand for nurses. I checked the other day and there were several job postings with desperate need. The jobs pay better than what you bring home anyways. I'll be fine.
You're really fine going through with this? You won't miss me?
Not having you around is going to make my life so much better.
Why? You really feel that way?
Of course. I'll be sure to get my share of our things, too. And I'll be sure to get compensated for my things you sold. It shouldn't be difficult to convince a judge that I had emotional trauma from losing my mementos. Expect to pay damages for that as well.
Screw you! I'm not giving you another penny of my money.
You don't get to decide that. I've already contacted an attorney about this. Legally, what you did was considered theft.
You stupid. You can't steal from your wife or your parents. You lose this one.
Just because it's not a crime doesn't mean you can't be held responsible for it. If I brought this up in a civil suit, you'd have to pay me in full plus trauma. I have every intention of doing just that. Expect this to go to trial.
What do you want from me? An apology? I'm sorry. Can we move on now?
Not good enough. I'll be going after Stacy as well. Be sure to pass along the message to her. I'll be seeking compensation for all the time she stole cash out of my wallet. In total, she took about $10,000 from me.
Why should she have to pay you that kind of money?
I've been taking notes. Every time she takes something, I write it down. I round it down too. She should be thankful for that.
You know she doesn't have that kind of money. Don't you feel bad for her? Are you trying to make her go bankrupt?
I don't feel a shred of sympathy for her. I left my lawyer's business card on the living room table. She'll be in touch with you sometime next week. Feel free to find your own attorney in the meantime. Good luck.
I just got an idea. I'll just sell the house. Then Stacy and I should have no problems paying you back. We should have plenty of money after, too.
Now you're going to try selling the house?
That's clearly what my dad wanted when he left. He wanted us to have the house. Therefore, there should be no issues with us doing as we please with it.
You're so clueless. Let's see. How should I explain this to you? You realize your parents don't own that house, right? They are renting it.
They rent? Aren't they loaded?
They rent. How did you not know that?
I mean, they've been in this house for almost 35 years. They've been renting it that entire time.
Is there a problem with that?
I just figured that they owned it. I mean, why rent the same house for 30 years?
Your stupidity really knows no bounds. Oh, there's something I forgot to tell you.
What now?
The lease on that house is coming to an end next month. Be sure to get your things out by then.
No way. Where are Stacy and I supposed to live? We don't have enough time to find somewhere.
That sounds like a you problem.
Why are you treating me this way? Do you not care what happens to us?
You've treated me like garbage for 3 years. And now you want sympathy from me? Perhaps treat people better?
You made your point. I'm really sorry, okay? Just come back to the house and let's figure this out together.
You couldn't pay me to go back to that house.
I screwed up. I'll do right by you from now on.
It's way too late for that.
Fine. At least tell me where my parents are living.
That's not happening either.
Don't be like this. Didn't our time together mean anything to you? I'm begging you. Please help me.
You've put me through hell these last 3 years. It's your turn to experience hell. Give it your best. We ended up going to court. The judge awarded me damages from both George and Stacy for the things they stole, plus the emotional trauma it caused. Neither of them had any savings. They ended up having to take out loans to cover the cost of the damages. Banks aren't overly forgiving when you skip out on paying them back, though. The interest kept growing day by day. It got bad enough to where representatives started showing up at their workplaces making a scene. They wanted to be paid, and they were going to make sure it happened. Their bosses got fed up with the interruptions and fired them for it. I don't feel sorry for them at all. On top of all that, their own relationships started to deteriorate. Losing their support system and their jobs made life a lot more challenging for them. They fought about anything and everything. As for me, I found a new place to live. I decided to use some of the money I received from them to take myself on a much-needed vacation. It really did the trick. Just getting away and clearing my mind made me feel so refreshed. After I got home, I started the job search once more. I ended up finding a job relatively quickly. It was stressful, but nothing like the stress I endured living with George. Being able to work for myself and make my own money brought me great joy again. I decided to visit George's parents about a few weeks after everything had settled. They seemed to be quite happy with their new arrangement. His dad seems to be doing better than ever. Being able to receive the 24/7 care he needed in a non-toxic environment really did wonders for him. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time!